We're coming from the Drakensberg tonight with QuickGeek.
This is your Tech News South Africa. Stay with us now. I've got a surprise for you at the end.
Cool. I must say congratulations for last week for being right about Cell C and Alan Craig that he's off there, which came out the day after we released our show.
Yeah, that was fortunate and unfortunate because we got to make our predictions and be right. But I can't take any credit for that. In fact, we have a really crack team at the office, solid sources, solid information, and we knew that it was just a matter of time. And it's actually very interesting because Alan Craig groomed current CEO of Vodacom, Peter Ace, while he was CEO of Vodacom. And so now with Alan Craig taking over at Cell C, it's truly a battle of the titans.
Should be great. I just hope he continues the work that Lars Rockwell did, and he makes Cell C into a greater competitive to the two, which is just great for us consumers.
Absolutely. I definitely am for more competition, and I demand free data.
As we all do.
Indeed. All right, so another thing that's happened this week is Nokia has launched its Lumia range of devices in South Africa, or I should say soft launched, because on the 25th of January they announced it. On the 26th of January,
you can get it, or only 200 of them, and an Xbox.
Yep, and that was only at Vodacom World. And if you didn't make it in those 200 people, then you're going to have to wait until the 7th of February. It's going to be a Vodacom exclusive and for that period, and we don't know how long it's going to be a Vodacom exclusive for.
What's the price going to be?
Vodacom said it's 6,999 retail for cash, but you can get it on contract as well. 279 Rand per month. They've got some bundle data in there as well.
As you all know, we've been debating, should we encrypt our free-to-air or not encrypt our free-to-air? Lots of battles on both sides, but the DOC have stepped in and they said not.
Yep, and that's how simple it is, really. They said that the Broadcasting Act of South Africa says, no, it may not be encrypted. So interesting times ahead, but the thing about acts is they get challenged in court.
Yes. Well, as I said, this is actually a battle currently seems to be between ETV, who are pro-encryption, and Mnet, who are not pro-encryption. I hope the DOC wins, which is just a good thing for consumers.
Yeah, and the Broadcasting Act apparently pretty much stipulates plug and play and free to air. So I think that's just good for everybody in general. So should you pay just for the data that you use is another big question of the week. In other words, should your data expire? And the ISPs
say yes.
It should expire, indeed. The National Consumer Commission say that the CPA says
no.
Yeah, it should last for at least 3 years. And 3 years is a very long time, as anybody who's had to implement the billing system knows.
I must agree, it's a bit onerous, but with this thing, quite a complicated situation. Lots of pros and cons for both sides. I would go read the My Broadband article. It's covered quite nicely, and you're going to get the full depth, way more than we can cover in this short period of time.
Thank you for the plug.
Always. Other thing and good news is thanks to Steve Song, the AfTerFibre project. And basically what he's trying to do is get a fibre map, that's optical fibre map of the whole of Africa. He's doing quite well so far. I know he's got Kenya thanks to the government, though he's hit quite a stumbling block with Telkom.
Yep, that was unfortunate. But he took to the web, published a post on his blog, and explained the situation. Said that he submitted a request to Telkom. They declined to provide the information, and Telkom has since responded. They've said that they confirmed that indeed their initial response was negative, and that now they say they're going to reconsider the issue given the information that is provided them.
Very cool. Let's see what happens with that. Anyway, now to our question for the week. What is Android?
An excellent question. And I guess the simplest way to put it is that Android is a mobile operating system developed by Google, and it runs on smartphones and tablets, such as the one you were using today.
Yes. It's also Linux-based, though this is not quite apparent. And theoretically is available for download as an open source project.
Yeah. Google tends to open source it after a development cycle. So it's not like an open source project like Firefox is, but it does get open sourced usually.
And one of the things is a big competitor to the other ones, which is iOS, which is Apple's, and BlackBerry OS, which is BlackBerry's.
Research in Motion's operating system. So that in a nutshell is Android. If you need to see what Android looks like, you should go watch some other videos. We've done a lot of reviews on Android devices that you can go and check out. So, yeah.
Cool. That leads to the end of the show. Go check out.
And my surprise! Yeah!
He doesn't really exist. He's a cyborg. Anyway, go watch the rest of our shows at altg.network.tv. I will chat to you guys next week.
See you later.